Hello, everybody. Good day, everybody. Try creating a new, just remove the destination from the stream. Yeah. Go live. Okay. Good day, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Yes. It's another beautiful day again with us at Open Reporters and Talk, the program where we discuss and give our unbiased and unresolved opinion on the issues affecting the social, political, and economic welfare of Nigerians across Nigeria, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Today is the 23rd day of December 2024, and we're in the studio for our 83rd episode of the program, the 83rd edition of the program. Like always, like we always do, there's going to be exciting topics on the table. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Obizo J, and at the moment, Upper Reporters will be joining us in a jiffy. Again, for a couple of weeks now. For a couple of weeks now, we have been having a bit of setbacks on. We'll be having a bit of setbacks on the program. I know on Monday we did the feature. It was beyond our capabilities, so we apologize for that. But this understanding, Upper Reporters has come to stay. So if we miss a day, we'll make it up to you guys. As you know, although this is our 83rd episode, it is not new, but we'll do all to make sure we get better, enhanced report and our expressions. We'll do a lot to ensure that we make things better. Yes. Okay, going forward, topics for today. These topics were for Monday, but we can't let it go because we still have to deliberate on them as they come. And there are several topics on ground. Yes, as it is. Okay, we can put some comments to some destination. I think we are losing a bit of communicado with Facebook, probably because the link has expired. Well, we'll continue. I'll try to see what I can do about it. Yes. Okay, but as it is, from the topics we have today, so it says PDP hails court ruling in favor of suspended local government chair in Edo State. Yes, PDP hails. That's just being political. Everybody hails that court ruling because it was undemocratic for anyone to come to suspend elected members of any of the institutions. How would I, on the chair of government, it is not democratic. It has never been done where a House of Assembly will suspend the local government chairman. Every part of the government, everybody was elected. It takes constitutional theories or constitutional. It takes a certain level of procedure before such a thing can be thought of, not done, because you can't just suspend 18 local government chairmen in one sitting. But before I go further, let me read. Let me break it down first. All the topics we have today. They say Edo APC back asset panel report on the indictment of Ighodalo. Well, that we see that Tinubu Shettima to spend 8.7 billion naira, 6.18.3 million naira on trips and meals. I think Upper Report was trying to digest a bit of the budget as it is on the at least as it is on at least the figures have been broken down. Court grants Dele Farotimi, sorry, I keep getting the court grants Dele Farotimi 30 million naira bail. Yes, that was done on Monday, but as it is, from what I gathered or what I read yesterday, the man is still in detention. And today is a Friday, 23rd, and as rumors have it, it is said that he's going to spend the festive hours behind or under detention. Let me just put it as mild as I can get. Yes, but he has been bailed for 30 million, and he was barred from media or public interviews. On the other hand, court grants Yahaya Bello 500 million naira bail, and he is barred from foreign trips. They say Edo traders will get interest-free loans from January, Governor Monday Polo. Again, police declare online insult as cyberbullying and defamation as a Nigerian lawyer challenges claim. Well, these are the little topics for today from, although there are more because you know how it is, as the vibe goes, the topics get increased or increases. So what I want to say is let's start basically with the suspension of the 18 local government share in Edo State. Beautiful part. I don't know if my panelist is available to speak on any of the topics.
Hello.
Okay, I have my panelist with me. I have beginning to look. That is a strange name.
It's Christmas, so it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Oh, beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, before I go further, this is the 23rd episode. Sorry, the 23rd of the month. We have 48 hours to Christmas. I want to use this medium to say season's greetings to all the Upper Reporters supporters. Season's greetings to every Edolite. Season's greetings to every Nigerian. Season's greetings to everybody around the world. We have come thus far, and we look forward to a solid end of 2024 and ahead of the new of 2025. Thank you. Yes, on the topic. Yes, my brother, PDP Hills Court ruling in favor of suspended local government chair. I don't like to say PDP because I don't like to make it political. Like PDP is hailing. I'm not saying APC members are not pleased with the outcome. Some APC members. I'm not saying other Labour Party or etc. or the neutrals or even the media like we are channeling to be. We are all saying such a ruling is very commendable because the way we're beginning to see democracy as it has unfolded in a couple of months seem to make us wonder or ponder on what we have been dwelling or doing in the past weeks in the country. So I want you to tell me your submission on this topic. Let us go from the beginning. Let's ask questions. You can ask. Let's ask what. How did we get there before the court had to come to interject such a grandstand?
Well, it's when I say it was quite surprising to see or hear that the governor suspended elected political office holders. So the question would have been the first for me. I think the first thing would have been the governor to ask his advisors, "Do I have the right to suspend such elected local government officials or local government chairmen?" Then do your research, come back to the government, deliberate, you consult. This is where consultation comes in. You consult with your legal aid, you consult with your the state has an AG. Consult with the AG. Can I do this? Consult with your special advisors. Consult with your legal team to know if you don't want to start reading the constitution to find out what the extent of your powers and all of that. These are some of the things these are basic things. It shouldn't even get to the stage where we start going to court to overturn or for the court to interpret or the court to construe if the suspension or the sacking of the local government chairman were in accordance with were lawful. These are things that it's tiring that we keep going. It's as if we take 2 steps forward and then we are now taking 10 steps backward. Why would such even get to the court? I don't even understand it. That was just waste of time, waste of resources.
My own question is situation where local government chairman, not just one, 18 of them, because you are governor or because you have the power. And at this point, the 18 local government chairmen were or are PDP, and this ruling or the suspension came from the House of Assembly in collaboration with the governor. Well, why did it come? Is it because of finances? What is there?
I wouldn't want to comment on that because that would amount to hearsay because I don't have hard facts and I don't want to say something that tomorrow I can be held liable for cyber whatever. So what I don't know is true. Well, we have to be careful, especially with the new laws. So what we cannot substantiate, please, we can, I will refrain from saying it. So in reality, we don't know the reason for the suspension. I don't think that has ever been made known, but it would be good to know. But in any event, it is good that the judiciary, the courts, they've stepped in and made the necessary pronouncements. So let's see what happens afterwards. But it shouldn't even get there in the first place. These are a matter of law. These are a matter of what does the law say about these things. They are not facts that you start saying, all right, this is clear. It's there in ink. It's just strange to see all these things happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. If I have to put mine, let me give because just 2 of us here at the moment. My own submission. I like the fact that we say we should tread carefully. It does not become a case where questions we don't ask because the whole thing started. The whole debacle started like statements of accounts should be released after we all know the autonomy talk that has been going back and forth even before election. Now, even the governor is not in the position to ask for accountability from or act. He should not be a front runner to act to seek accountability for these local government chairmen. First of all, they handle is the same thing. They handle directly from the federal government finances, and the control goes directly to them. It is only left for those people who have voted them in that are supposed to channel it. Because nobody can, it's like a president winning an election and suspending governors or asking
Or
governors
telling the governors to exactly. So the
to
question is,
declare their state of account or their bank
is that
statement.
is that within the powers of the governor to do?
No, that's the thing. So when they talk about, it's not about defamation now. It is about fact and rulings and law.
No, it's about it's about law. Is
Governor,
it
if a
within?
governor and his cronies, I'll call them cronies. If they don't know this, then they have no business being there. It is just the
No,
truth.
but
We keep giving errors and excuses, and in 8 years, we'll have a can of empty can of decayed wall. That's just the way it is. Because we keep too many errors the only thank God this week there's not been any errors
yeah,
because we
at least
haven't been
now.
probably they're on holiday. But if this is
Well,
how we start, this is not
mhm,
democratic. Because we all learn. When we come together, we learn. We ask
yeah,
questions. No one has been a governor before. Nobody was born a governor. But
absolutely.
when you learn, you take note from people's errors, you make yourself a better man. You cannot come in anger or say because you hate the opposition and you want to act like an emperor. It is not your first of all. Let
But you
us
have not
just
said that is the case now. Is that, or you're just
yes.
your?
They told them to declare finances. The local government chairman did not respond, and they wanted to come with a ban. Because are they going to what are the reasons for suspending the local government chairman? You just want the election before you won your own election in a couple of weeks. We can call them months or weeks. So why are you after them? Why are their finances? Why are you bothered by their finances? Is it because you hate Obaseki? That's why you're trying to go to Obaseki's what's it called? His local government chairman or the local government chairman that were
But they are
elected.
not. They are not Obaseki's local government chairman.
They're
These are
PDP.
elected. They are, Obaseki is not PDP.
See,
Obaseki
but
is not
yes,
PDP.
whether we like it or not, whether Obaseki is PDP or no PDP, Obaseki is out of the picture. But these people came
Exactly.
under Obaseki umbrella, which people complained
That's
that
that's what I'm
was
saying. That when we
and
use
they were PDP. They are PDP members.
yes, exactly. So when we say, I want us to political parties are more than one individual, are more than an
Yes,
individual. So these are not
yes,
Obaseki's local government chairman. They are chairmen of local governments under from a political party. And if I think if my memory serves me right, the 18 local government chairmen are all from PDP. So none of them have decamped yet. So they are all still in PDP, members of PDP. So, well, like my people will say, if bird fly pass house for night, the king die for morning. Uh, your guess is as good as mine. So, if they are all PDP local government chairmen and the governor is APC and he has demanded this and they didn't respond and he acted the way he did, so we shouldn't be surprised. But the only thing is, I would plead with our, our leaders to consult widely before they act so that the actions don't come back to bite them or the actions don't does not make them look silly in the court of public opinion because now people are beginning to talk and all of that. I didn't know he doesn't have the right to do that. So these are some of the things. Consult, and if you don't have the right to, if the constitution does not give you that right, please do not exercise it because it will be unlawful to do that. I know the popular saying go to court, but we should not just saddle the courts with all sort of applications, all sort of cases. The people in the judges and the judges and the court staff, they are humans. If these cases are too this sort of cases come in, that are not meant to be there. It just makes the work tiring for them, especially when you know that this case should not even come. Those sort of thing that that why would I even be dealing with such a case ab initio? So those are some of the things we should also look at and not just waste our resources anyhow. Yeah, so I will plead with them to, to consult before making such decisions. That's just what, that's my own 2 pence on this matter.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother. Yes. Okay. Well, we have discussed that. That is just one of the talks. We go on to Edo APC back asset panel report on indictment of Ighodalo. I'm confused. I don't know about that. I don't know
I
the
don't.
report.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm so say it again. I don't understand that. You said
Edo
what?
APC back asset panel.
What
Edo
panel?
APC back asset panel report on indictment of after Ighodalo. I don't know.
Asset
Well,
panel. Is it
asset
talking
panel.
about? Yeah.
I don't
Is it
know.
talking about the? This. Forgotten this man's name that was made a recovery of the head of the recovery of
What has
those
the
state
Godalo
cars
got?
and properties.
What has the Godalo got to do with that? Did they give him
I don't
any
understand.
government
Yeah,
property?
what they were recovering? Is it the one that they were recovering cars, or are they recovering houses from Ighodalo?
No, I think at some point there were this man, what's his name? The APC state chairman
Yes.
has continuously
Oh, the are you talking about the statement he made that
yes, continually
uh
made several statements on attacking the PDP candidate.
yes,
Oh yes,
that resulted from his defense of Governor Monday that if it was Ighodalo, he would have been able to say it because he has you know stolen before and all of that. Is that
yes,
what you're referring to?
I think maybe that no, but this goes to asset panel. When they talk about asset panel, I think they were talking about
Properties,
recovery.
recovery of
I
properties.
think it's
Yeah.
about the recovery. Yes,
The only
this
thing
is
I know that they are recovering as of now are the cars, the
yeah, well,
vehicles.
that is the only thing they can recover. Are they going to recover relationships and newspapers?
So
That's
are
the
they
only
saying
thing.
that what kind of car are you going to recover that they don't state? I don't understand. I don't
No, see,
see.
it is. Let us say that it is. It is
Mm,
the Nigerian pattern. That after a tenure, a lot of things
mm,
have been have been misused. What I mean misused, like power. There was a time
mm,
we heard. There was a time there was. I don't know if it was a joke that a prominent man from Edo State was he even way after he was leaving office, he told them to pull out air conditioners from the windows and split units, including TVs that were for the ministry, and he took it to his personal as his personal belonging.
mm. How much are
It
these
is
things
he
to
said, no,
begin with?
my brother, whether they are much or they are no more, if you come, he has an office and they have 12 air conditioners and 11 TVs with desk, he will pull them out. He might use them to set up a guest house or a hotel or something somewhere. So these are no. I've lost him there. I've lost my panelist there. Okay, I know he might come back. So these are the things that we're talking about. So I believe the Edo APC back setup panel was against whatever on on Ighodalo. I guess it was part of the recovery team. But those people have said they have picked recovered vehicles or something worth 200 million or 2 billion or something. But they were only doing cars. The only part I did not like, even though there may be arguments on it, was the stand, the former AGF of Edo. I think if I'm getting it wrong, all right. I think Barrister Yamu, that is his name. If I get it wrong, right? He's a fan. He was accosted in court on a public day, and he was disrespected. I don't fancy. There are ways to recover things. There are ways to. A vehicle cannot be hidden. Yes, you can't hide it. Some people can hide cars. They put it in your garage. You lock it up. Nobody will find it, or you go and keep it in the first place. You bag it up. Yes, but there are ways to go about it. You don't use the thuggery style on people because you say you want to recover vehicles. And if you're going to do it for Joe, you can as well do it for Johnson. Because I would say I do not believe in my own reason that the way they're recovering the vehicles, they're going out all out for everyone. They cannot tell us now that some vehicles are not with the former deputy governor. But because he's on their side, he'll be looked at as a different entity. So the recovery thing is good.
What if the former deputy has returned? Can you hear me?
Yes, the law are clear.
Yeah, what if the former deputy has returned the vehicles in his possession? Remember towards the end of Obaseki's tenure, and I don't know if some cars were recovered from him already, that they took some cars from him. So it could be a situation where he has just one or two that was left with him.
Remember, he was reinstated as deputy governor before.
Yes. So maybe he's got one. Maybe he's got a couple, and I don't know what the entitlement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it could be that he's entitled to those vehicles. What I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It could be that he's entitled to those vehicles as former deputy governor. Don't be surprised that he's entitled. And if he's not entitled, don't be surprised that he has returned it. So these are some of the things. That's why I don't want us to throw innuendos to say whatever you're doing for this, do for that, because we don't know what may be happening behind the scene. Some people would have returned. They are saying, I don't even want these people's wahala. Please take your car that is not even worth how many million again in market value. But cars depreciate. And if these cars have been bought over 4 years ago, of course, you can tell how much they would have depreciated by now. So people will look at it and say, is it worth the fight? Is it worth the hassles? Please take your car. Yeah, that could be the situation. So let's not throw innuendos because we don't know what is happening there. What we cannot verify, we just
we don't say what we cannot verify. We don't even. We are not there. The information we share from our reporters are references that we get from other. I put in quote reputable media houses. That's what we share. Yeah. We are not there, and we
can.
But
the only thing we would say
questions, because when I see bias in the air, I always try to ask questions. I have a problem with asking. I have a problem. It's a problem. I call it a problem. I have a problem, and that problem is that I like to ask questions. That is the the ways of wisdom. When you don't know
Yeah, that's how
something,
you learn.
you don't
Ask.
know something, you must ask. Don't just say, okay, we are going to accept it. Sometimes you ask questions. Is that how, is everyone getting the same fairness? Is everybody getting the same treatment? Is everybody getting the same rights and justice? That is all we want. That is all we ask. Even if some of us may not see it from a certain angle, then it is okay when we ask and we are educated on it. So I don't know about that. But
Yeah,
even
Obizo.
if,
I think for me, Obizo, can you hear me?
loud and clear, I can hear you.
Okay, I think for me, what what it should be is this: if you're going after Mr. A with so much effort, please go after the others like that. Do not play favoritism, except the person complies with your demand or your request. But if not, if you're victimizing anyone, then that is wrong. If you've been given a mandate to recover, please exercise the same effort across board. And if that's
That's,
not done, that is where people will now start crying foul that you're playing favoritism. That's it.
yes, that's when we see it. Or when you see an attack on one and there's no question
I
on
don't know
the
if that
other.
makes sense, Obizo.
Yes, you are right on point. Thank you very much on that topic. But let's move forward. Now, according to what we hear, Tinubu Shettima to spend 88.7 billion and 618 million on trips and meals. This is, that is how it has always been. Yes, trips and meals. Tripping is not cheap. Tripping anywhere in the world is not cheap. Whether we like to take it to the high court, we like to take it to the in court or the out court or the court. Tripping anywhere is not cheap. And tripping for a president is expensive. So, but it's on a budget that the governor, the president, and his vice. I don't see any reason why we're still talking on this. Yes, there are high figures. There are high figures. What I think on the budget we should be dwelling on other aspects, not about spending, not about the. They will always have these kind of spendings, and there will be justifications for it. But
Absolutely.
what we want to see is
Absolutely.
what lies on education, what lies on health, what lies on those major things. Those are two major things because uh, um, these days I put more on education. I put more foresight on education, or I put more light on education. I try to, yes, because education is something that we ought to take serious in every aspect of our lives. If you have if education is the key, let me put it that way first. Because
No, I think the right thing is good education is the key because we have education in Nigeria,
okay, so
but is it
okay,
good?
thank you, thank you. But regardless, learning something, whether it's good or bad, first is good. When you are learning something, some people can say that the good education might be, yeah, potential scientist level, but now let's learn how to sew clothes. Let's learn how to wash plates at home. Is that basic education where you can say charity begins at home? You wake up from your bed, you make it. Those are that some people might see that it's nothing, but that is education. You educate a child so that they know the basics. You teach them the little things that can go take them far. So it's not everything that your parents will teach you. It's not everything that your teachers will teach you. It's not everything you get from a Harvard University. But there are some basic things you can learn from your neighbor. There are some basic things that's why it takes a community to groom a child. When they say groom, that is all ramifications. It's not just the ones your parents will do, the church, the school. There are some that your neighbors, there are some that you can learn from your friends, your peers. So that's why I say education. That brings character into a human being. And it brings the next level. It takes us to a certain place. Now, when it comes to government funding on education, that's when we talk about good education now, which involves institutions, educational institutions, where people are now paid or people pay to be taught. Because if you're learning from your mother probably will not pay your mother to teach you how to make eba or to cook rice or to make stew or to fry plantain. These are the things that you learn growing up as a child. Or to make your bed. You might not pay for those lessons. But when you want to become a doctor, become a scientist, become a mass communicator, you have to pay. So how much do we put in those things? Free education in Nigeria, we used to have free education at some point. It is
Well, it was
evident
that free
that
education that made some people able to attend school. This one
I
for the
guess
free
what?
education.
The benefactors of those free educations are the ones that are destroying the educational system now. The benefactors. Because all these politicians we have today, during their time, the education was free. Some of them did not even want to go. Some of them outrightly chose not to go. Because if education was free, what was the problem?
Yes.
Tell
They
us.
didn't see the need.
Were you sick or the free education was far from your home?
No, they didn't see the need. Those who didn't attend didn't see the need for it.
But
That's the
now they
truth.
see the need to become rulers or they become leaders or they become governors or senators of a country where the need for education was not taken as priority. Then that is where we have a problem. So when they talk about meals, every day we hear the answer up, they cook 12 million for a plate of food or a meal per meal. These days, those are speculations. We have never gotten, even some time ago, we were privileged to watch an interview where the wife of the former president of the United States was interviewed and asked about the feeding in the
How
White
did you
House.
read my mind? I was going to say that next.
No, because that's the way. Oh wait, it's open news. It's everywhere. We were opportune. That's why I said opportune because we hardly hear what they eat in government houses across the world. But this lady, she came up and she gave us a breakdown where some of us were shocked with the outcome. Some of us
I'm
are
telling
like,
you that she
some
had
of
to
us like,
pay for
people pay for
certain
it.
things.
The people they have their basic meal, but if you bring an extra, you pay for it. If you want to eat wedu and banga at the same time, it's either you pay for a wedu or you pay for banga. Or if you want to eat
And
extra
that is
wrap up on the day, you have to pay for that extra. If you have other
and that
guests
is
coming
it.
over, you
Because
pay
these
for
are
those.
taxpayers' money. We have to be responsible when we have taxpayers' monies in our hands. We have to be responsible. It's not just free for all. Can you see hear me?
Loud and clear, I can hear you, my brother.
We can't just it can't just be free for all. That
You know,
you
you know,
just
in Nigerian factor, a chef a chef in Afro Rock would be castigated in his village if they find out that he's not a billionaire at the end of
but why is
every
that? At whose expense? At taxpayers' expense.
that is education. That is education. You must educate people that for the fact that you are a friend to a governor, you don't have to be a governor. So people
No.
feel if you have because now you have a friend that's a doctor. Why are you not a doctor? Well, because you have a friend that's a governor, the people want you to be rich. They say, how can you be governor is your friend and you're not rich?
So
How,
I think that's where we need to. I think this,
yes,
in fact,
that's the education.
this new tax thing. I think we need to take a step back, or in addition to it, let people know that taxpayers' monies must be spent responsibly, must be accounted for.
Taxpayers' money. In a country, before people are told to pay tax, a system where the taxpayers' money is being channeled properly into the appropriate division should be fair before we go deep into taxation. Because it will be very, very callous, wicked, and evil if the tax reforms and policies are made stringent and they are used for squander.
And there's no responsible spending of those taxpayers' money.
Squander, my brother, let us not even give it a sweet word. Now you want to do taxes, you want to say, okay, tax on commodity, tax on this, tax on that. The people now, if we start pinching from the people, they want to use it to show up, but that is not a good thing. Or want to use it to be by making trips of 8.7 billion to where we don't know because Africa, we don't need trips. The president can have a trip, good, but he can have a trip from his own personal ways because he's a rich man.
If his official trip, it should be
no,
paid for.
I'm not saying because he's a president, he's a rich man. I'm saying he was a rich man before he became president. I'm not going to start asking for the cost of his funds, but we know these people could buy a fund for 100 million naira and they spent on their campaign and they live where we know they are financially stable. So your traveling should be at your own peril. It should not be on the cost of the people.
No, but if it's official, then it cannot be on him. That would be
no, this is official. But what are your official? When you say official, these days, how are we basing our official? Because some of these official trips, how do they end up? How does it balance our economy? How does it balance the common man?
So okay, let me give you an example.
I'm just asking.
Not every trip. Let me give you an example now.
You don't have to go for a trip. Make a call. We are talking from two different.
Sometimes you have to physically be there, especially looking at our status. We are not a developed country, so we have to go out there to try and woo investors. We have to go out there and sell our brand. So the president is the number one citizen. So he goes out there to try and woo investors to the country. Yes, so he would do more of these travels, to have.
That's a good one. A good one. But I want to ask a question. Where are the investors that Obasanjo traveled for? Jonathan, Yar'Adua, Buhari. These people who were traveling. Where are those?
We wouldn't know because we're not there.
There's something I saw today. There's something I saw today. I saw something today. Africa has a lot of mineral deposits.
Yeah.
The whole of Africa have a lot of mineral deposits. I'm not just going to talk about Nigeria. Now we have oil, we have tin, we have cocoa. No mineral. What I mean mineral? Cash crop. Okay, cocoa is cash crop. Mineral, tin, iron, oil. Other countries
you mean mineral like Sprite, Fanta, and Coke?
Those are fake. Those ones will go back. There's a topic for that. The fake ones that have been seen online. So now we have the mineral resources. We go to those people that don't have it, but determine what we do with it. Good. Okay, now then stick for that. You can refine it, or you can make better use of it, or we have it, we sell it. Fine. We have been doing this for over 60 years. Why are we still traveling to do it? Is it that China does not know that we have oil? Or China has never dealt with or handled the business? It's not like new countries are erupting. There are alliances with certain countries, and these presidents know. Because
you see those alliances, right?
Look at the France thing. The French president was president when Buhari was there. Now there's
Yes.
Tinubu. So the first president has probably met with two of our presidents. What did the
So the
previous
question
president
is, when it comes to international relationship, international
make?
trade, it changes from time to time based on policies. For example, now, if you look at America international policy or stance will change significantly under the next president, Trump. Whereas if another president comes in, it may change again slightly. So that policy affects relationship across the globe. Currently now, we can see in Nigeria that Tinubu is getting close or in serious conversations with France. Okay, in the past, it was the United Kingdom, uh, China. No, it was. I'm just going to take it by was China in the immediate past, and then before that time, it was United Kingdom. However, at some point, the United Kingdom had to kind of withdraw that relationship. It was just recently that they realized that that was not a good move, and they started again to want to reignite the interest in Nigeria. So these things change from time to time, depends on the president and how he wants to pilot the affairs of the country. If you remember, China was not in the picture in Nigeria, say in about say the last 20 years. Well, no, China wasn't really the main thing. But under Buhari, we saw how China's influence grew, and that was across entire Africa. Before that time, it was the UK, it was America, a bit of well, I say the Germans, but it changes. That's why you have to constantly reach out to those people. You have to constantly sell yourself and the other personal things that they want to go do there. Yes, I think that's just a summary of why that is.
Okay,
Why they Yeah.
okay, yeah, okay, thank you. But still, it's all right. I don't have any problems with the troubles, but because they come into these things come into the budget. I'm more interested in health and education, or rather education before health, or rather health and education are at the same level. Well, we have spoken on that. Next on the they say the court grants delay for Torimi. Oh, I keep saying Fatorimi. It's Faro
Farotimi.
Dele Farotimi. Yes, one of the most popular guys from 2024. Although he has been vocal before the presidential elections, I think that was when I started following him on Instagram. Yes, a man that speaks. He speaks well. He speaks with. At some point, I actually got tired of him when he was trying to, or when he was trying to sell the obedient mantra. At some point, I said, okay, oh God, it's okay. You speak. I like the way you speak. I like how you always come true. But the man has been held. Uh, he has been held for a while now. I don't know. I would like to ask or seek a lawyer's advice. Why is his bail being stunted? Why is it being halted? What is the problem here? Why is this man not getting the basic freedom that he should be getting? Because they're giving him the 30 million naira bill, but he's
But I
still
thought he
being
was
held.
out.
No, I don't think he is out. They
I
said,
think so.
yeah, there'll have been pictures. There'll have been pictures.
Uh-uh. I
Because,
thought he was out.
they said the bail, but they're giving him bail. But he's still not out. The process is to bring him out. That's what they are doing. Even even They said Peter Obi had to meet bail requirements. Peter Obi went through the
Mm.
lengths to, yes, the surely and all that. Yes, my head was from what I read this morning somewhere is that the man has not
Perfected
been
his bail term.
granted complete. Yeah. So, but still going according to what you know how it is. We react to certain
But they're
reaction.
saying that they said the court needs to verify the documents submitted by sureties with banks and government agencies.
How long
And they was
does
only completed on Friday.
how long does it take to be verified? The holiday starts tomorrow. Tomorrow is a half working day. If the holiday has not started in certain areas. So how
Well,
long does it take to verify?
they should.
How long does it take to
They sh-
verify documents?
oh,
Well,
it's all
we
about
are not,
mobilizing them.
yes, yes. Well, that is that. We hope.
Well, on Friday, there are two bail applications, one at the magistrate and one at the High Court, Federal High Court, and both of them have been granted. The one at the Federal High Court was only granted on Friday, which meant um, they had to still do the same verification. So it won't be able to come out that Friday, maybe anytime from today or tomorrow, if it's not out yet. Yeah.
well,
This is
it
where
is
I'm just
already,
saying this,
it's
oh,
already the end
but
of it's already the end of Monday. At least today we were supposed to be seeing him walk out or walk in or walk into his home.
we don't know what the delay is.
Yes, we are not complaining. We are complaining. We are not because we are sounding like
We are concerned that a
it's
citizen
not,
has been detained for this
yes.
long.
They should be he should be treated fairly. We are all members of we are all part of the online criticism. You cannot, although
Hmm.
he wrote his book, so he has been told to figure out that. But we all criticize, and it's only normal for us to criticize, just like we can be criticized too.
Yeah.
Criticism is basic, so everybody should be prepared when it comes to times like this. That is the way I think. But we hope to hear from the best, we hope to hear the outcome. And okay, let me put it this way now. Both people were granted bail on the same day. Dele Farotimi and former
Hmm.
governor Yahaya Bello, former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, they were granted bail on the same day. I believe Yahaya Bello is home.
Well, it all depends on if they were able. Don't forget, if they were able to do the verification. So we don't know um, what is holding up
Yes, I understand.
release. No, so we don't know.
I'm not pointing fingers. I'm just saying.
Like we saw, they said, like we read, they said due to bureaucratic hurdles. Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
So fingers crossed.
So
Yeah, fingers crossed.
there's a bit of good news somewhere in a bit of good news. I don't know. I wouldn't completely say good news, but at least it's a moving. It's a little drop as
Yeah,
NNPC reduces the price of PMS, petroleum motor spirit. That's what
that's
I
good. Yeah,
so
PMS, petroleum motor.
965 naira. I think it used to be 1,013 naira, but
Yes, 1,005, 1,000. But it was clearly over 1,000. So
thousand
it's a good
plus.
thing.
Let's say
Yeah,
1,000 plus, even if it's just a little fraction above it. But now it has dropped to 1,030 naira. Sorry, 965 naira. Is
that's a
this,
good one.
yes, that is a good one. Is it because of the peg of dollar to naira that has been 1,549 in, let's say, 1 or 2 weeks. Because the dollar has reduced from 1,700 to 1,006, and today at this moment is 1,540, or it has been on the 1,500 parallel for a minute. Is this
No, well, that's a good thing. I think
is it
again,
what?
I heard that Dangote refinery crashed their price as well. It was on the news that Dangote refinery dropped their price, and it was partnering with MRS to sell cheap fuel. So maybe that's what has now trickled down to everybody dropping their prices, which is a welcome development. That's why deregulation was thought of in the first place. If you can get it cheaper, you drop the price, and the other person would have no choice. Just like how we had our GSL with
Yeah,
MTN and Econet, or whatever the name was a bit expensive. But when the likes of Glow came into the business, they crashed the price. You know, so that's the whole idea of this deregulation, and hopefully it works that way as envisaged.
yes. We hopefully works that way. But according to the news, they said NNPC Limited has reduced the pump price of petrol at its retail outlets in Abuja. They said in Abuja to 965 naira per liter, down from 1,030 per liter. They said in Abuja. I hope this goes round because I believe in every major city or in every of the city, Nigerian city, there's an NNPC retail outlet. Yes, and if this happens, I hope other people will learn from it, or other people will get the courage or the how would I put it? I don't like to be sentimental. We have the zeal or the move to say okay, or the softness from their heart to say yes, NNPC has reduced it because of the landing cost. We too we can make it happen. And I hope these changes stay same and even gets better. When I mean gets better, reduces as time goes. Because petrol at 900 naira is almost 1,000 too. So with that, these things are getting expensive. And even with this change that has come, we hope goods can have better prices because Nigerian context,
Well,
if a dollar increases, if petrol liter increases, everything increases. Even
everything increases. If it
even
crashes, nothing comes down.
even the frown on people's faces increases. Everything you can and they justify it with the dollar. And you see someone selling mango telling you the dollar they've increased dollar, and you be like mango dollar why? But someone will justify it to say the mango came from China, so they had to use dollar to buy some of the mangoes. So I think we have to take our leg off the throttle for a minute for ourselves, especially at these times. Again, we'll talk about yes, that's basically one of that. That's a good expression. Talking about people, the holiday period has come. Yes, the holiday period has come, and they have been devastating pictures we see on or I saw over the period, and I put them on the list, and I said I was going to discuss I was going to discuss it on the channel. Yes, yeah, I'm
Okay.
only happy that Facebook is not my Facebook is not on point. Yes, but it's okay. Fake products in Nigeria, fake products, fake produce in Nigeria. It is getting out of hand, and we have to come in a collaborative manner to ensure these things come to a stop.
Mm.
A lot of people will say we can use the China
Why
methodology.
is that the case?
I don't know because people just try to make money off from zero.
Okay.
That is it. People just are not knowing the harm they create.
Scary.
When you drink even fake water, there's fake water. You have fake water. It used to be fake alcohol. Now there's fake beverages. I even saw one yesterday or early hours of this morning, a market where fake tin tomatoes are being made. If a man can conveniently get a machine that can seal a metal can or a tin or a metal or can couple metal sheets, if you can go that far to get those metal, okay, if you can, if you can, why not try to get the proceedings or procedures to having a tomato paste factory? It is the same bloody metal cans that will seal your tomato paste. Only God knows. I don't know honestly what they put inside because they figured it out and they are trying to on the verge of getting the people apprehended. They saw that these people were buying these cans, they were recycling the cans. How do you in Nigeria you are recycling the cans to where? They now people they found in a marketplace different different cans, empty cans, even rusty ones of tin tomatoes.
Interesting. No, that's bad.
So this is the festive period. A lot of people want to buy cheap. A lot of people want to buy fast. A lot of people want to buy on deadline day. And when this happen, the people fall short. Then in January we start having health issues. There'll be health issues here and there because now it's Christmas. There'll be parties, a lot of eating, and people might not control what they eat, drink. But when you have fake beverages, fake food, fake alcohol, and even fake water, then what happens when you get into
Everything is.
where the doctor is
Well, that's why
almost
the
fake utensils or you fake equipment? So I don't know how we can stop this, but I want to say this. I want to beg people. If you have your loved ones in Nigeria, let us come together to do this. Because we cannot now a lot of people want us to use the Chinese pattern. No, with the Chinese, even if you catch these people, you hand them over to the government or hand them over to whoever you want to hand them over to. That's where it ends. We don't know what happens afterward. You can only report the case. You can't be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. You can only play your role. But what we can do is an advice, just a little advice from me. Whatever you drink, whatever you buy, destroy it after use. If you buy a bottle of alcohol, you drink, destroy the bottle. We are not ready for recycling. We have not gotten to that level. Let us do that first to give these people some disturbance.
no. We can even recycle. The recycling does not mean reusing. So people reuse these things. Recycling is not reusing. They are two different things. You can
Yes.
recycle plastic into shirts.
Different,
Remember, was
it,
about six
good.
seasons ago. One of Arsenal's jersey was from recycled plastic. Some
Yes.
of those jerseys that we paid top dollar for, they are from
Yes.
recycled plastics. So why
Thank you very
can't
much.
we do the same?
We can.
Is
That was what the plan for until they cajoled us to going to refill these parts. So we
no,
think,
but you see, that is reusing. That is
yes,
what we should
but
condemn.
we don't know. See, okay, like this. This is an empty bottle. I'm done with it. I put it into my recycle bin. And I
Yeah,
put it into my recycle bin and
thank you.
it leaves my home. Right? I don't know what happens to it
Yes.
afterwards. But I am sure, I'm 90% sure that it would not get into the hands of the wrong people. This bottle has been recycled. When I mean this exact one that I'm holding is not the original. This has been recycled because you could see from what I have here on the green, when you see it, there's a recycle written there. This
From
shows that
recycled.
it
Yeah.
has been used before, and
So
this
what did he
is
say? Read it out. I can't say clearly. Read it out.
recycled
Let's see.
from the planet. You see green.
Okay,
When you see the green
recycled from
label,
the planet.
yes, when you see the green label, that means it has been recycled. But it's ecosystem, the green eco whatever recycle. It shows you that the original tabs are blue, but when they take it back, they recycle. They let you know, okay, these bottles. When we have this multi blue and green, that means it has been recycled. We have used it before, but it has been thoroughly transformed and went through the process. Now it is being recycled and used again. That is it. But these people, they are in charge of the water. They are just saying, okay, instead of us to use more money to make more plastic bottles, why can't we get those ones back into us instead of people throwing them away to block sewer, block rivers? Because these things hardly can be destroyed. It's like bubble gum. They will melt. They don't evaporate. They will be there. They will condemn anything they touch.
True.
They'll say, why can't we just have them back into the system? We pay for these people. There are some places you put recycled bottles in a machine and money comes out. This is how they want to see.
Yep.
This is how they want to save Earth, save nature. But in our own space, the reason why I'm being an advocate of destroy it, if they see this, someone will refill it with any water that he sees anywhere, even if it's from the river. As long as the water is put into a cold place, they turn it
Yeah.
into ice. They'll go and sell to anybody on any street. You could be a traveler, you could be someone that just ate from a restaurant, you could be in a nightclub because it is so bad. These people don't have any level of how would I put it?
Conscience.
Conscience.
No conscience.
It can be sold in the highest place. You can even walk into the most expensive. You can walk into a store rock and they can give you fake water because it's not. No, not because the people in Asoro don't, they are wicked, or I'm not saying they are wicked, but because where they go to procure their water from has been compromised.
Yeah.
And it is not the fault of the people that they buy it from. It is maybe from the supplier or the manufacturer. They can even go, it could be the driver of the truck. The driver of the truck might be having deals with one man that does this in his home. And on his way to delivery, he will go there, remove half of the truck original, and put his friend's fake in the truck, and it will supply. And you will believe because I'm buying from ShopRite, it cannot be fake. That is not true. So please, if we don't begin it like this, a lot of crazy things will happen. Because
Absolutely.
a lot of crazy things are already happening. Now it is everywhere. You walk in everywhere, people selling fake wine with NAFDAC numbers, people selling. I saw Coke and Fanta, the children's most favorite beverage in the world. MC Coke, Fanta, they were being destroyed because they are fake. These things look so
Adulterated.
mean. I saw some
Yeah.
people with pineapple. God have mercy. Oh Lord. People pineapple, a fruit. Please. This is our Christmas giveaway. Please, Nigerians. Please, people. Tell your people to stop. If the person is not picking the fruits off by himself or herself, they should
Then
not.
it's yeah.
Do not stop all. There's no. You can't be so hungry. You just buy a slice of pineapple from anybody, or a slice of mango. If they have to buy orange, let them peel the orange in front of you. Even sometimes using those knives that they use to peel the orange, they are not hygienic enough because only God knows the girl might swipe the orange and use the orange to clean it on her dress, or he will clean it on his shirt. hygiene. Hygiene is key. Because when someone begins to fall ill now, the outcome is minimal. Then you go to a hospital, they will tell you you must buy card before they attend to you. Then you meet a
Well,
doctor
that
that,
card is needed to be for your name to be on it. As you know that.
yes, I know, but you buy, treat the
I was just
person.
being sarcastic.
Then
Sarcastic.
they will treat the person. A doctor will treat the person that has the stage one cancer, he will be treating the person for ulcer until the person gets to stage four, then he will say it's stage four. So please, Nigerians, please let us do these people a disservice. Whatever content you press it, because whether it's Azul, the bottle is expensive, or Hennessy, destroy it. Let us start from there. Maybe with this they can let even tin food, milk, corned beef, baked beans, whatever tin food. The one I saw was tin tomatoes, different types. So please, guys, let us don't let us not every time. This has nothing to do with government. Yes, we always want to blame government. Government should what government should jail them. If government continues to jail them, it will continue to strive because now the people that make 100 will have bigger consumer needs. They'll begin to have there are factories everywhere. They'll begin to have more production. So, but we can stop it when they don't see these things carefree on the road. They wouldn't go and find a machine to create bottles for them. It will only be like they will come up with a strategy like, these bottles are scarce. So this business is now getting expensive. But when they can see this in every dustbin, they don't care. They don't even change the tab, the name of the tab on it. They use it with the same tab. They don't care. They use your product to destroy your product, to destroy the people. So please, 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 let us let us do these people the service and make sure they don't continue with this matter. Yes, talking about the our health. You see, today I spoke about education and health. I am very particular about those two because those are the major factors in the countries we call them. My panelists today said we're a developing country. Panelists, what did you call us? Underdeveloped, developing, or how did you give us the name? Are you there? I can't hear you though, and I think I've lost you there. But your mic is on. So he called us a developing country or something. But the key or the major force of a developed country is education and health. When these two things work well, or when they are in place, it gives the people a lot of uh, yeah, I can hear you now, but you were cracking. So it gives the people
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know why you were not
okay,
hearing me
good.
before. 'Cause I was speaking.
Yeah, yeah, good now. It gives the people a good, clear, fair field to self development. When I mean self development, yes. When you have a society where the education is sweet, good, you can. When the society is sweet and working well. Sorry, I think when the society is working well, the educational part, yeah, people get stronger. And when people get stronger, there are ways to enhance the good of the country. Yes. So I say education and health. But I put them on the same level though. Going from that, I want to talk about health. there is a bit of good news. And there's these blessings from us as I'll bring our leg out, our Nigerian leg out. As Nigerians, there's a doctor in Russia, a Nigerian doctor in Russia that has been involved in the cancer vaccine development. I don't know if you guys have heard it. I actually saw the video this morning. I said I was going to do a bit of research on it, but it's not much because I'll keep the rest for that. It's not probably because the news is coming from Russia. They say by 2025, the vaccine for cancer will be out there. It's already out, but I think by next year it's going to be free. They are still working on it to perfect it. Nothing's going to be perfect. It's not going to be 100%, but they are still working on it. But it is nearly perfect. The doctor has confirmed it that he was part of the people involved in the cure. It's more like a cure. It's a vaccine. It might not be a cure, but yes, not a complete cure yet, but it's a vaccine to eradicate cancer or to control, not control, because control can be part of what they have now, but to avoid it from happening. So his name is Samuel Olalekan Akinyemi, a Nigerian doctor who worked as a laborer on construction sites before traveling to further his studies. He's 30 years old and he's an oncologist in the UFA clinic of the Basque State Medical University. So I saw his video earlier on today, and I said I was going to go this. I saw it this morning, very early this morning. I said I was going to say it here on the upper reporters. First, he's Nigerian. He's the only foreign robotic oncologist. Yes, the only foreign robotic oncologist in Russia. Only foreign, and he happens to be black. He happens to be Dr. Akinyemi. He went to Nigeria. He met. I saw his video. He was being asked a question. One of these guys that does fashion in Nigeria. I think they've been friends for a while. Yes. So this guy. The reason I'm bringing this, first of all, we have to say, not every time we come to talk about, we have to applaud it. Our name has come into the channel again. Yes. Okay, this is the end of the year. I know this is not the last episode, but even though the patches have been there in Nigeria, there have been a lot of Nigerians giving the international scene kudos. From Ademola to the Nigerian girl that the South Africans rejected, to the Nigerian Mr. International. Now we have a doctor, and etc. Yes, 2024 has been rather harsh. Yes, and there's a heavy for many people, but there are some good things that have come out from the Nigerian scenes. So first, we have to applaud this guy, and from the whole thing, when I saw the video, when I read about it, yes, that's some form of good news that's coming out from Russia, and we have a Nigerian, because I could have seen this news from somewhere, and I'll be like, really, white people like this? But Nigerian is involved. He was interviewed, he was asked, he was questioned, and he gave us first-hand information directly by himself. So we have to say this is some form of development, and we should be happy for things like this. These are the reasons why I said today, health education key. This guy at some point could not he's smart. He got to a certain level. He could not further his education, so he had to go do manual labor. But lucky, thank God he didn't went to go to other countries. He went to Russia. He did it, and he's a Russian citizen too. He got to, I think, has been there for 6 years, according to what he said. Has been a Russian citizen for 6 years now, or not like for 6 years now. Yeah, but he's just 30. Right? Yes. He's from. He was born in Lagos, but I think he's from. He's not from Lagos State. She should be from. Was he Osun State or Ogun State? Wherever. So this is a great development, not just for us Nigerians or just because we are Nigerians, but for the health, system in the world. Russia has been saying yes, they've been trying to work on a vaccine for one of the deadliest diseases in the world, and vaccine has come out. So looking forward, we hope 2025 becomes a beautiful year and these things will be out because the cancer is a crazy disease. I have I still have my panelists in the studio, and Chief Oye just got here. I don't know if she's available to speak. I'd like to hear her. Good. Chief Oye, welcome to the studio. There's been a bit of topics. We've been here for over an hour.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Good evening. I'm not going to go back, but I'll give you a hint of what I talked about. We're talking about health. I said emphasis on the Nigerian budget. I made emphasis on health and education. Health and education. Yes, but if you are president today, I want to ask, what would be your focus on your budget? What will have the largest sum apart from defense? Because I know they say defense practically it's half of the whole budget in every society. But what will be your main front if you are made put in charge there for one tenor?
Good evening, everybody. It's nice to be here. The question, it's a sensitive and very, complex question because it is hard to pick one over the other. So if I have to pick, I think I would pick 4. And I think the 4th one would be maybe under defense, which is security. But I think agriculture, not in any particular order, of course, healthcare, education are the 3 major ones I would pick, being that security is under defense budget.
Yes.
Yeah. So because a country that you cannot pick healthcare over agriculture because man must work. You cannot pick education over healthcare because a nation that is clueless is a lack of knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. And then, of course, healthcare. Malaria is a killer disease, the number 1 in Africa. So I just heard you talk about a vaccine that they just, I don't really know the details, but if everyone is dying, falling like flies, what use is the agriculture?
The Nigerian government is involved in the vaccine development, yes.
Which is no surprise because we are such a great nation, and what we are capable of doing abroad is is something that nobody can comprehend. We continue to break barriers and glass ceilings with every little opportunity we get. And I promise you, that Nigerian man who is a special and a proud son of the soil has worked over 10 times harder than his counterparts to be able to find a place on that table where he is in Russia,
Yes.
given all the circumstances that will bring bias to this to his his stand points, to where he is, to his achievement. He has, I'm sure I will put my Christmas money on it, that he has had to face all sorts of biases and worked so very hard to find himself where he is. And we're very proud of him. I don't know what his name is, but sir, wherever you are, kudos to you. Nigerians are proud of you, and we know there are so many other Nigerians out there. Sorry?
His name is Dr. Samuel Akiemi.
Our Yoruba counterparts, our Yoruba brother. So we are super proud of you, the good doctor. And this is to T-Pain, Tinubu. Invest in science, invest in our people, invest in our education, invest in Nigerians. We are capable. If they invest in us, we would touch the sky with our fingers. So that is what I'm just. So that's my 2 cents for.
Thank you very much. Yes, I like the fact that you added others. Yes, I know. I know. I didn't want to go expanded on it. Yes.
Sorry, you like the fact that I added what?
I said I'm excited that I'm happy that you added agriculture and defense to it. What I mean, like insecurity.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, defense covers security, the security aspect, and I'm okay. You added agriculture too, which is a basic. Yeah, but like I said, education is the backbone of every nation.
Yeah, I said 3, including insecurity or security issues under defense, because when you're dealing with everything, there's education in defense, there's education in agriculture, there's education in healthcare, because awareness and education, awareness, they go together. Practice, knowledge. So that's why education is like the backbone, that, and the rest are the branches. So we are saying the same thing. My
Yes.
table moderator.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And more kudos to Dr. Akiemi. We hope those are the kind of people who want to be minister in the country. Yes, doesn't matter if it's 30 years.
Absolutely.
Because like you have said, especially in where he is, for him to be on that level, he has worked extra hard. Because take it or leave it, in certain parts of the world, even in Nigeria, you have to work extra hard to be on top. Yes, he has shown that he's capable, and he has given them all reasons for them to trust his work. I'm reading here, he was on the 10th of December 29, he participated in the 10th Bulgarian Surgery Olympiad, surgery as Olympic surgery 2019, held at Samara State Medical University, where he got second place in the competition. So this guy is special, man. He was also employed as a lecturer assistant from so time 2022 to 2027. That means he's still running. He pursued his medical studies there, where he was enrolled from November 2015 to 2025, specializing in general science. Yes, career is marked by a focus on oncology and urology. He's currently assistant at the Bashkir State Medical University in Russia. Let's not forget that part. He is in Russia. Yes. And he said there are some funny things about what he said. He said people hardly come to Russia because Russia, we think we hear Russia, hear Russia. No, I think the only thing that keeps us away from Russia is the code and the language. Yes, the language sounds like two kitchen utensils being hit together. But that he speaks his poetry. So that is that good. Again, I like to bring to the house. There were several occurrences that happened. Talking of agriculture, yes, several occurrences happened in Nigeria. There were three stampedes. One in Oyo State, one in the Federal Capital Territory, and the other one in Anambra State, leaving scores dead. Um, I think I don't know if they were palliative that were being shared or they were doing giveaway or something that nature. Uh, Stampede is stampede. Stampede can happen anywhere. I'm not going to. I'm not going to blame. I'm not going to blame any. First, people have died. This is may their souls rest in perfect peace because this is Utah season is here. It is not time for anybody. There are no reasons. Jesus has died for, or Jesus was born. Jesus is the reason for the season. There's no reason for anyone to lose his life over anything. Even if someone comes, pulls out a gun and says, "Give me your phone, your wallet, your money," hand it over to him and walk away. It's not what. There's no. At this point in time, nothing is really worth it. So when people say, "Oh, we are going to share rice," we are sharing rice today, or we are sharing beans or whatever. Yes, it's advisable for people to go and collect. But please, when you get to those places, just be cautious. Be cautious of the environment. There's no need to rush. There's no need. I don't think everything we can only be orderly within ourselves. We know, yes, some people want to be first to take before it finishes and all that, but it is sad. In Oyo, I think a lot of kids were affected because they said something they were expecting a crowd of 5,000 or 7,000 plus came, and all because of food, food that the people were trying to give out, taking us back to agriculture. Food. We know these things are happening because of the hard times. So I just want to share that information. It's not like I want us to deliberate on it. I'm just saying, let us put the souls of the faithful departed, those that have departed, in our our prayers. Let's put them in our prayers. Chief Oye, I'm going to get back across to you. We're discussing on before you came, we were talking about the fake products and the fake produce in Nigeria. In your own fake products. When I mean from fake products, let's say okay, fake produce. We're talking about alcohol, beverages, and food. When I mean food provision and other form of things like they are called. How do we curb this? How do we stop it? Because in the name of recycle, this thing has begun to linger. So how do we control it? Or how do we eradicate it? Because control is a form of not wanting to eradicate, but to keep in check. Eradication is the best form to setting evil. How do we eradicate this? Please give me your submission.
Control is out of the question. Selling fake food, contaminated food must be eradicated completely, must be removed from our society with uh, with a heavy hand. The people who are caught, doesn't matter if it's the aboki selling expired goro or is the pregnant woman selling fake milk, they must be dealt with heavy-handedly to learn because they are putting the lives of others at risk. I saw a video recently with people coloring pineapple. That's just the height of man inhumanity to man. How do you color pineapple? Because they can't wait for it to ripe, or it's just maybe they went to somebody's farm and stole all the pineapple, or the owner of the pineapple can't wait for the season and needs fast cash and just sells their pineapple. And then the men that bought it need to sell it, and then they color it with yellow stuff. That's criminal. And if anybody dies, in my opinion, that's murder. So it's a criminal offense, in my opinion, and they should be dealt with as criminals because no matter the poverty, to poison your neighbor is not an excuse. So the government must carry, if it's a woman that is backing a baby that is selling expired agbo or whatever it is she's selling. Nowadays they color palm oil. It's fake water, fake this, fake that. Straight to the gallows, if you ask me. That's
Yeah,
the word.
that is what like someone I had a conversation with some people, and somebody said in China it used to be almost same until something happened, and it happened. I think with a baby food triggered baby food, fake baby food triggered something, and it was almost, I think they said it was death penalty.
Yeah, I heard that story. I think it was fake baby food, and the
And
GOs of the company were
yeah, so it
yeah,
was death penalty,
yeah.
like we
That
heard.
was the end of Solomon Grande. So
And
yeah,
since then, but what I like I made certain instances. I'm okay. Let us not use, because when we try to, if we have to use death penalty for such, that means I think at the end of the day the country might be left with only 65 people
no, with
because
see, that is where the education comes. You see how they say, vote your PVC card, or no say your mandate. Oh. They should put those in the ears, lips, every billboard from every corner of the federation, so
okay, good.
everybody will know that
Let me, let me
we
give you a
cannot
chance.
sell that. Oh.
Yes, let me give you another instance. Now you see, in every standard, we cannot be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. Because now, if we happen to catch one of them and say, hey, this guy does it, we hand it over to the police, and that's where we can leave it. The man will write his statement, get his lawyer, and that is all. Whatever happens, if we be left, it cannot be, we cannot be a part of it anymore.
Yes, we can let them get an EFCC for that.
Yes,
It's not
indeed.
just raw cash all the time. EFCC chasing and waiting for governors to leave their seats so that they come like hungry dogs wagging their tails. Let them do a financial crime for fake palm oil and fake
Yeah,
Malta Guinness,
but people will not.
and let them.
People will not believe. People will wonder why is it why is it debt you are giving to these people?
Okay,
After
no,
all,
okay. First of all, I'll tell you something. When
okay,
I say I'm not really, I don't think I'm absolutely in support of the death penalty. But when I say heavy-handedly, um, I was meaning probably time, uh, maybe 10 years with just with hard labor. I've always wondered why we don't have a farm where they put non-entities and public nuisances to work, you know. So maybe something like that. Maybe they should be locked up, or maybe if they kill, because most of this is, you see, I'll tell you, if it was the Igbo man bringing containers of fake medicine from China,
Yeah.
that I would say to the gallows, death penalty. But
Yeah.
if it's the hungry, ignorant fool down the road who is just happy that the dealer of the colored pineapple will give him a bucket to sell so that he can make some change at the end of the day, then he can get 6 months in jail, 2 years imprisonment, and then they can investigate and find the ringleaders and deal with them squarely.
That is what I'm
And when,
saying.
yeah,
Yes, let me tell you something. You can't justify the quantity. The action is the action. If the guy that is down the street has the powers to go to China to do to wherever to bring a container of it, he will do it. Because if you can do 2 bottles, you can do 2 million bottles.
yeah, but if you
Like
steal
that
$5 million and you
people that
steal five
claim one pineapple,
shoplifting,
those guys are printing one pineapple. If they have a machine that can do 1 million pineapples in a day, they will do it.
yeah, but
So
they
it
don't. So that's why we
the
give them
intent
10 years
for
imprisonment.
attention. That's why the rule should not, it should be on level field. That's
No,
what
no,
I'm
no, I
saying.
don't think so. I don't think so. If the man that has 5 pineapple has the opportunity of 1 container, it's different. So we catch him while he's not capable of bringing a container of stained pineapple and deal with him accordingly. But when he gets to the bigger the quantity, the larger the crime. That's how they say sometimes in some developed countries, they charge you according to the grams of crack or weed in your possession. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah. So if you're holding a whole bag of smokes, then you got to go.
But
But
do
if you're
you
just holding 1 or 2 spliffs,
instances, sometimes in some instances, for the fact that you're in possession, they don't want to get the ounce. As long as you are not holding the ounce of the usable amount. There's an amount that you hold. If
in
for
some
instance,
countries, there's no such thing as usable amounts, and I'm using that
no,
instance.
yeah, I think using a usable amount, if
Yeah,
you're holding more than an ounce, it's supposed to be, that means
yeah,
you're
yeah.
peddling. If you have below a certain amount, yes, you can have a usable, but when you have more
In
than,
some countries,
I think in some places, yes. So what I'm saying is this: it is very, it is very difficult. It is very difficult that we are. It's very difficult that we are going through. We are going through such a thing. But what the thing that I'm what about if we try to break, for instance, let's say alcohol beverages and let's say tin food, canned food. After using it, we destroy it to avoid these people from getting. Because right now, I'm not even talking about those guys bringing container of fake wine. That I don't know, because I don't believe people will now these days with declaring costs and where will you get fake outside the country? If it has to be fake, I think is homegrown. So when you have a party now and people drink water from a factory, or the factory gives you supplies you 1,500 or 2,000 bottles of water. After usage, it is only proper we advise that they be destroyed. So it doesn't get to the hands of people that will just go take it to the riverside, refill it, cook it, begin to sell cold on roadside. It's the truth.
animal.
It's the truth. So why not destroy it? Because if they can't handle it, if they don't get in touch, if they can't receive it, if they don't get it, there's no way they'll be making bottles themselves to put river water. You can understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For alcohol, these days it's a rampant thing. Everybody is complaining. People, well, especially people living out of Nigeria, when they get into Nigeria, they see alcohol sometimes and they say, how come this is a certain price. Because from where the countries where we live are those countries that they make it, they are not even this cheap. So how come it's cheap here in Nigeria? Some people say they taste different. Some people have had issues of having stomach upset or whatever crisis, medical crisis after some people say, yeah, they drank it, it's okay. Some people are complaining that it has been affecting organs and organs and organs like that. So now you have a bottle of Hennessy for a party. After that, why not destroy the bottle to avoid someone from refilling it and selling it back to the next man having a party? So that is what I said. Instead of trying to take them to the police and the court and that, and they'll go back into the system, or by the time he's done, they run away from Church Street, they go and open another one at Aloha, not even far from where they used to be. Then they keep money because these things are being manufactured in their homes, in the places where we pass every day.
Gutter water, very sad.
It is they don't even there are no limits. As long as they have the aim is to have this card. And sometimes I fear because they are in a rush to get success or to get it there, they don't even wash it. So not knowing what has been in it before, they just look at as long as the water can is clear, they refill and they cork it. And they get a new bottle. Fresh one. To make it covered, they make it cold. So they don't sell it like this. When they make it cold, it now becomes difficult for anybody to differentiate.
To detect, yeah.
I
Cold.
it doesn't look like the taste. You don't even might have this funky taste or slimy taste. But as long as it's cold, you just like the weather is hot. You just gulp it and so those are the things we talk about. That is my own case. People have told the people, tell your people, let us destroy these things. I saw tin tomatoes. I saw Coke. I saw Fanta. I saw Pepsi. I saw beverages of all kinds. They all fake. Only in our beloved country. They're good. There's a track on them. People are bought. They are going into shops, going to marketplaces to destroy them, trying to figure out their factories and all that. But now this is festive period. People want to buy cheap. People want to. A lot of things happen. So do you know it is everywhere? That is it. That's why I said when we have to curb, how do we curb it? What are the ways? Because how many people are you going to send to jail? That to send, and they use children. What?
I said send them all.
It's all there. It's good, but no, look at it now. You go, you buy the water fake, you buy the Coke fake, you buy the food fake. You get to the hospital, the doctor gives you the drug fake. What happens to the
Sad.
man? He goes home and in a short while he's dead. He's dead. Then at the end of the day, they'll be like, well, his time has come. The time is near. God given, God take it. The people just took him. It wasn't God that took him. It was the people. So let us try from our end. Let's try to make sure we have these things. That is my own take. Yes, because sometimes people expect let us chop the head of the snake. People don't have to kill the snake all the time. Sometimes just let the snake be, but ensure that the snake doesn't return to the house. For peace to reign, let the snake just go instead of trying to fight the snake. That was my submission. What do you think? You think that's fair enough?
Absolutely, I agree with you. But I don't know how. Okay, in some countries they sell empty bottles as
Yeah,
in
they recycle. They recycle. They pay you. Some countries you drop the bottle in a machine. I think most times in Europe they recycle, and money you are paid money to to get to you are paid money to do this, to
Yeah.
dispose of this in some
Like if
countries.
you, yeah, like if you buy, where you buy, you can go and refill or something, or go
Yeah,
change.
those are like for the big cases in Walmart. You can take your water bottle there, you refill.
Yeah.
But those are distilled, those are clean water. Yes, they've been processed, they've been filtered rather. Let me use the word not. They've been filtered. So things like that happen. Yes. Okay, I am back again alone here in the studio. My panelist, okay, Chief Oye is back. So those are it's okay. Those are the things that happen. It is a good one. Yes, we are heading towards our second hour, but this is a festive period, and this is not the last. It is not the last episode for the year. The last episode will be on the 30th, Monday next week. That's when the last episode. And then we are going to do a bit of reflection from all the things that happened all through the year, the good, the bad, and the very ugly. We're going to have a recap for all that has gone through, and we are going to give thanks to a bit of our panelists. We're going to try to make sure we have a full house on that day. Get everybody to the house, do a bit of so people can give shout out to their loved ones.
No
Yeah.
giveaways.
Well, they should have been give away, but we are giving away to the giveaway. That's the most interesting part. If this platform had made any plan to do giveaway, you will see online we have 5,000 people online watching to say send your account to the bio below how it is done. Well, we have not, we are just a starting force. We are not a money making organization. I think in all our streaming, we have not monetized. We have not been, you know how these people are. A lot of people have gone into streaming, and the monetization thing is not standard. If there was monetization, at least people 50,000 at least $100. But at this point in time, Upper Reporters has come to stay, and over time, as we proceed, Upper Reporters would support, not just giveaways, will come into terms with a lot of projects. Yes, that is the plan we are working towards. But we would need a lot of sponsors, and the sponsors, it's going to be a transparent one. We are going to work on our education. We are going to work on the health. We are going to help market women, business owners, people that we are going to start a program. But first, what we need is a complete united society. Yes, because this is going to be on our Edo people first. We are going to make sure people in the 3 senatorial districts of Edo State, the people, they will go to those that need help. There are a lot of people that need help. Some people need to pay hospital bills. Some people need just a little push for education. Some people need school fees. And we know there are plenty, and we cannot do it all. Even the government cannot do it all.
No.
But we will try our best to go to help those that we can and put them on the channel. Yes. Things are hard. Things are expensive. But we know what people are going through. It's not because we are not going through these things, but because we know how it is, how it feels for people that go through the things. We know what they are going through. So we will always come to their aid. So that is the proper importance. That is it's a building we are on the building phase. But like it has been, diasporas have been a major factor in our Nigerian economy, whether we like it or not. Shout out to all the diasporans, all of them, all from top to bottom in every part of the world, even those that live on the borders of Nigeria. It can be Cotonou or is it Cotonou that is the river? Yes, Cotonou that's from Lagos now, or the other part in Cameroon. Yes, all them diasporas too. Every impact that they make, because these people have one person in Nigeria that they might send a pen to, or a remote control, or a mouse, or even a bottle of water. Those enhances and help the people at home. So shout out to all diasporans. Well. This is not the last segment of the year. I'm just trying to say there's going to be. We have two more. We have one on Friday, and the last will be on Monday next week. So please be prepared. We'll communicate with the people online. We'll try to make sure the people online give a shout out, prayers to your family members, and we'll read it out. We are not going to come on that day to talk about our government. Our government, we have talked about our government since January. We've been talking about our government since. So we want to take our time to celebrate ourselves. This is a new tide. We'll celebrate ourselves, give kudos to those that have been working, have been helping out, and share our moments with each other. Yes, that is like family. From January, we can begin to talk about our government again. But now it's time to show. Now it's time to show love and appreciation. Anyways, we have done 2 hours of the program, almost 2 hours of the program, and I don't want to drag along. I just want to do my proverb. My proverb for today says, never confuse education with intelligence. Never confuse education with intelligence. Education and intelligence are different and have different roles in performing tasks. There's some intelligent people that are not educated, but it's on the brighter side to be educated to enhance your intelligence. I know I've put you on the time corner there. There's some intelligent people that are not educated, but education enhances the intelligence of every individual. You can be intelligent, but if you don't add education to it, if you are not educated, if you are not groomed, you cannot put your education or your intelligence at the peak of its prowess. Because they speak baby grammar. Yes, that doesn't make me just listen around. So that is my African, it's not my African proverb, it's a proverb. Never confuse education with intelligence. I want to say thank you all. A big shout out to everybody who took their time to come to the show to listen to us and to give our remarks on every topic that we could lay our hands on. Yes, we'll do better. The program as it goes further would do our best to involve our audience. That is what we want to do. The program now is for us, by us. When I mean for us, by us, it is a place where we should come to discuss about ourselves. Yes, we have to talk about the happenings around us and those that we see on media. But again, we can come here discuss business. We can come here discuss things happening around us. We can come here and talk about appreciation from other people or people we see. We don't have to wait till our parents, we lose a parent, lose a relative, or lose a friend before we say, oh, This has happened to this person. This is an avenue for us to come reach out to each other, touch, and say we are blessed. Anyways, my people, I've done my part for the day. I thank you for being here with me. Everybody on social media platform, I say God bless. Chief Oye, I appreciate it. The previous speaker has left. Okay, I say thank you to him too. I'll see you guys on Friday.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas in
Same
advance.
to you. Yeah. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.